we go. We got Mark and Debra's truck here. It's 6'4". They brought it down from Michigan. We've had it sitting here waiting and waiting. Not sure exactly what all the list is, but we'll go through it. Tanner actually lost the video. We lost the starter here in the barn. We lost it, and bummer. Let's just see how it starts right now. No diag, really needed 129,000 miles. Here we go. Yeah, a lot of these 6.4s, we don't really, there's nothing really to cold start on them. I mean, there is if it's bad, but most of them, the injectors are good. Sounds good. This thing actually is sealed so good, I raised it up, it parked and got some rain in it, and it held water in there. It wouldn't drain all the water out. That's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look under here. First thing I always look is cat boots to look for blow by. Not too bad. Sounds good. It's not warm yet. We're gonna dig pretty deep into this. I don't think anybody is sure how deep. We'll see. But we're just gonna go through and, you know, have our eyes open while we're looking at it. Right now, let's drive it in, see how it drives. I think we got some steering stuff we're gonna do, possibly exhaust manifolds maybe. I'm not sure. A lot of these trucks are running together, so that's why I can't pay too much onto one until it's actually time to come inside the shop. And once it's time to come in, then we can focus on it, and I don't have to worry about mixing trucks up, you know, this thing with that truck and this with that one, and next thing you know, you did the wrong thing on the wrong truck. It's happened. Let's just run through everything and see if how cold it gets. I don't have the camera with me, but we're gonna drive it in. Let's find out. You know, now that I think about it, we probably need to turn the air off and check the heat. This truck is from Michigan. I mean, let's make sure it has heat first. Yeah, it works. It's freaking hot in here. All right, we got a little bit of vibration here at 75. Just a little bit. You see the box bouncing a little there. Kind of. Pulled in and he pulled right in there.
Come up to my office whenever you're ready.
What is it?
Kairos.
What's Kairos?
It's an outside ministry for prisoners. And it's for the women that have the loved ones locked up. And a lot of them don't know God. And when they come there, they find their way.
What is this thing? It's $5 raffles. For $60, we'll take one female and give her a weekend.
3 nights in a nice lodge.
And a nice place to stay.
Yeah.
For $5. I just want to see how much oil's in it. Let's see if I can get in there on it. I sprayed it already. Got high hopes for this Milwaukee. Ready? Plus I got my finger here. Let's see. Oh no, it's spun easy. Oh yeah, that's spun good. Oh, I thought. Let's spray a little more on it. Tighten it back up. Alright, I don't know. Let's just push pins out of the charger cooler. Oh, we need new push pins in there. See if it'll spin past it. Yeah. Oh, it ain't hard to spin. It's just a Milwaukee. Look at all the rust coming off of it. You see it? Poor thing. Oh my goodness. There you go. Like I said on the other ones, loosen it all the way up. Makes it a lot easier to put back together, and it cleans the thread. And all right, you ready? Man, a snowplow's complicated because I don't want to get it. Oh, those are not so flexible. Might want to take it off the top. Yeah, there's not a lot of room. Those are bigger boots. No, gotta take it off the top. Got a little rubber pad here up against the gearbox too. Makes even less room available, but it's a tight fit anyways. And these boots, they look like really good boots. I mean, like, where'd you get these at? We should start putting these on trucks. Let's go loosen the top so we can get it loose. I mean, it would have already drained out if it was completely full. So you would argue that we don't even need to do this right now. But I want to, anytime we go on coolant flushes or long drives or anything like that, I want to be able to make sure that we don't have a whole bunch of oil in the charge air cooler. That's the stuff that runaway trucks are made of, right? So we don't want to do that. But with that said, like right here, if it was full, it would leak out. But I'm going to go ahead and double check anyways, because if it is full of oil, it's just, I mean, first time, I don't know when the last time it was drained, but we'll see if there's any oil in it. It could run away. I mean, that's where runaway trucks come from. You could lose the whole truck. We could lose the engine. Oh, they're tins. I think they're tins. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, wait. Why don't I not grab 2 11s? Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see if we can pull that apart. Maybe we can pull it apart and watch this bottom. Oh, goodness. Now is when it... Man, that is grabbed on there. The spring is still compressed. Watch it pop loose and smash your finger. Split yourself wide open. Ooh, no, the spring is just like, I mean, look at it, it's still tight. The spring's not even coming loose. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a new clamp in here, future for right here. Let's see if I can get that up. I don't know what this spring is doing here, but see, normally I would take the other one off the turbo, but it's really easy with a degas bottle going. Look, we're gonna have to spin it off. You genius. I didn't even see that. Didn't even pay attention. Yeah, it's that 2-piece cac tube. Oh, that'd be nice. Loosen that up, take that boot off. I'm taking the wrong end apart. Why is that so messed up though? There it goes. Try and bust that freaking... See it? We need a new clamp for that. I mean, we probably don't. See, it's stretching back out now. It's probably screwing the threads up as it's going up though. Damn it. Loosen it, like physically loosen it. Oh. I mean, we got other clamps. We'll take this. If these threads are good, why don't I open this up a little more? Let's see. Yeah, it's still locked on there. Oh, it's going to destroy the clamp. So what do we do here? Okay, so when I look at that, I think, well, dang, we need to put a clamp on it. But then it's like, you know what, that clamp will tighten back down. So you tell me. And that clamp, boy, that is good. Oh, yeah. Clamp that you can loosen up. That might have been the regular clamp, the factory one, maybe. But I doubt it because it was a 10. Yeah, see, this one didn't either. Okay, so cac tube, just another point, just like a lot of the aftermarket stuff we deal with. Concept is awesome. Implementation, absolutely freaking horrible. by just the quality of stuff that you decide you want to use. I mean, if you're going to have a clamp on there, why don't we put a clamp that's worth a dang? Because all that winds up doing is, yeah, look, that one did the exact same thing. You loosen the nut up, and this spring is made of such crappy material that it just compresses down, locks on the freaking threads, and because the factory one's locked down too. When you tighten the factory springs down, they go all the way down and compress all the way. I mean, they pretty much do. That's a bummer, because this one's the same way. It's locked on. Let me see if I can go ahead and spin this without hitting it. Maybe I can thread it up. Yep, there it goes. Okay, now we can probably pull this out. My goodness. I mean, it works. It's not blowing off. I know I'm going to pull my fingernail off and hit myself in the head with it. Let's just take that whole thing off. How about we do that and clean this clamp, because we're going to take this back off again. So I'd like to have it clean right now. I don't want to touch it again and get dirty. You know what we ought to do? We should put a drain on charged air coolers in 6.4s. I mean, we should start drilling and tapping them and putting a valve on it. I mean, you could go even cheaper than a Fumoto or something like that and just put a valve, an automotive valve. Because, yeah, this is not coming off still. We got the whole top apart and it's still tight. So it's in there pretty tight. So, you know, something little like draining the charged air cooler. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Out of here right now, because, well, maybe, I don't know. These are pretty freaking good boots. Maybe we can pull the other one off. I just would like to empty it. Plus, it gives us a note of how much is in there, if any. Like if it's dry, then, because those quarts of oil that are getting burnt, the couple of quarts of oil, I mean, they should be going in here and then getting burnt out of here. I mean, you know, mediocre amount will be going in. Well, no, I mean, because I remember, I think I shot it earlier, that this did have a little haze warming up. It's got a pretty decent haze. So, so this right here would be it, actually not blowing it out of the crankcase vent. I know. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to tear my finger off doing it.
Go wrap your finger up.
And it's too late. It's too late. You said I can't drill it now?
No.
Everybody says I need to drill it, and I can't. I didn't. It freaking hurt. It doesn't even hurt. It doesn't hurt, but it's cringe-worthy, because I have never had a fingernail fall off of me. Okay, so this is making me be 40,000 times more careful than I normally would be. So we're going home. Okay, we're gonna go home, and I'm gonna see if maybe I can. Oh my God, you can see all the way around it. Okay, have a good day, guys.
What am I doing?
You're pulling that keck boot off the charge air cooler.
Pulling it apart or putting it back together?
That's a little, that.
Oh, this.
Yeah,
I was
that.
thinking of that. I thought that's...
We're not doing the coolant flush yet.
Pulling it off or back on?
Back off. Take it off.
Oh.
I think Anthony's over there losing his fingernail. Don't take a bath. There could be oil in it.
God.
Swiggle hard. Your dad got it to move. Did it come off?
It swishes down when I touch it with the drill bit. It swishes down like it's already detached. It moves like up.
Oh my God.
You're trying to get this off.
Jesus.
These are some very good boots. There you go, wiggle it. It's not attached on the top. Oh. I don't know how much is going to come out of it, if anything. Oh, we got some.
Water?
Is it water?
I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Water.
not supposed to have water in it. So.
Huh.
Tanner was shaking it and water was coming out, or something was
Yeah, there's what. Right there. Here's the drain pan.
Where's our long runner?
I mean, it's not.
Oh, we picked it up.
There's like water in it. Water came out of it when Tanner got it apart. All right.
All right, so there was a little bit of water. That's it. Nothing bad. Water, which was probably from washing it, probably ran down on something. Who knows? So we got it pulled off, and no oil. We're okay. So now we're gonna get out and drive it real quick, figure out how the oil cooler is, make sure we don't have to go down into that, and then we're gonna do a coolant flush, and then we'll figure out manifolds. And you know, there's a chance we might not dig through the middle. Who knows? But options are on the table depending on how far we need to go on the manifolds, because they're that side. I hope it's not on that side over there, because that side's bare. The drill. I mean, I guess we can, you know, use cut drill bits, but it's a pain. I mean, sometimes we get them out though. Sometimes in chassis, sometimes we don't. But we'll just have to dig in and see. So, yep, there's Mark and Debra's truck. It's in the bay where Tanner's putting it all back together so we can drive it. And yep, we still got James over there going too. So have a good day, guys. Let's go real quick and check out this oil cooler. We are, hang on, let me stop real quick. 123. So as you can see, so I can pan over when I'm driving, we're at 129 and 113. So it's going to be kind of hard to show that. Let's see if I can drive. It does let out a little bit of smoke from the stop. Nah, you can't see squat from there. How's that right there? That ain't too bad. Now you can sit here while I'm driving for a little bit. We're 161, 185. Let's see. Okay, I'm just now looking at this thing, and our accelerator pedal. Let me turn it around. Okay, listen to it. It just revved up. Here real quick. It's still revved up. It's still revved up. No, it just revved up more. Okay, so let's go here and look. Hang on, just stay full time. Showing 4.5%. Let's see if I lift up on it. Right there, I just pulled up on it. It went to 0. Off on it. This one right here on my finger. It's staying at 3. I'm not on it. And then watch me lift it up. Let's see. Right there, I just picked it up. Okay, so it's not going to 0. So it's holding the throttle. I thought that was a little weird. I let off on it and it was still going. Holy crap. All right, so this thing is super good. Oil is at 185 and coolant is 195, and oil was just now at 187. So it's cooling 10 degrees better than coolant. That's freaking crazy. I stopped here to check on this pedal, but oh, see, I just lifted up on it and the idle went down more. Dang it. We need a pedal. Yeah, I mean, whatever's going on, it's staying at 186.9. 195. Just rolling on the road here, doing about 67. A little fast to be testing it, but I was trying to build some heat. See if how hot we can get that oil. Because that's chilly. They normally don't run that cold. I would almost switch the temp sensors. You know, switch them out, make sure that they're not biased. One's reading bad. Who knows? Good. I should have checked this morning. Yeah, I'm gonna quit doing that. I'm gonna quit driving them in without looking at it, without having numbers. Because I would have liked to have seen where the cold soak numbers are, make sure that they're pretty matched up. So that's something I'm gonna check tomorrow. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So we're gonna go ahead and call that. Look, it went up a little bit, 188. Well, let's wait a minute. Let me get further down the road here. I'll go ahead and roll about 70. And let's see if we can't build it up past the 188. Okay, this throttle's acting crazy. Look, it's red. See it? I'm not even touching it. I'm not touching it at all. We're at 1200, 1300 RPM. Let's see if I lift up on it. Oh, I did. I lifted up on it, went down. Okay, with that little bit of excitement, we are 186, 195. So, oil cooler, I call that good. Accelerator pedal, not so much. That's weird because it didn't do that when I drove it in. It just started, which it's odd. We have to get under there and check the plugs, check all that. So, call the oil cooler good. Oh, let me talk to you about the VC9 flush. Okay, I've always looked at a VC9 chemical flush as for one, to get rid of rust, to try to combat rust, right? Get it out of the coolant passageways and all that. The other one would be to remove all the corrosion inhibitors from other coolant, whether it be silicate or nitrates or any of the crap that's adhered to the walls of the coolant passages. If it's adhered to it, the VC9 is supposed to combat that and break it up. Break it off to start over. That's my understanding of what it is now. I'll gladly listen if anybody else has any other input to add. But the VC9 flush would be something if you're changing coolant or if we got pretty bad rust. So what I'm getting at is on this truck right here with a good oil cooler, we got gold coolant in it, we're going back with gold coolant. We don't even need to do a VC9 flush. We can just a drain and fill or a water. But on this, I would do a drain and fill every 100,000 miles or less than that. Not if you're going to run gold. If you're going to run gold, you'd be very, very safe at like 50,000 miles. Every 50,000 miles, just drain it. Just drain the radiator, drain the block drain, which Julie said the block drain on this driver's side over here. It's the only one we can see. She said it looks like a big glob of rusted mess. So we're going to be bolt extracting that out for sure. So we're going to pull back in here. Julie's got the door open. So oil cooler's good. We need to really think about that coolant flush. About not doing it is what I would recommend, because let's roll the windows down. Alright, I'm not sure what the deal is, but this throttle is weird. It's messing up. So if we don't do a coolant flush, because the oil cooler's good, so I'd say just every 50,000 miles, just drain and fill, and that'll keep the charge up on the gold coolant.